Check. Check. Shout out to my barber, shout out to my stylist. We are Beards N Baldheads, your host Fat Lace. I got the T-shirt king, the soul survivor Barry to the right of me.
You.
Yeah, coming with the flavors. I like that one, big. Enjoying his L. B, I couldn't answer the door. Cause if one of us answer the door, it don't feel right. It's nothing like the warm feeling when you got Soup on the other side holding it down.
Yes.
Giving us warm welcome. Soup just look like a good hug, don't you?
It's that time of the season.
That's why I can't be hugging Soup. Soup just look like a good hug. Like you just going just drown in all that goodness. Am I lying, Soup? Y'all need to have a hug sandwich. If they start having the Soup hug sandwich through the roof, y'all better get that family flavor. Where we gonna be? Brick. Soup, you want to just come over here and let us know? Cause we always talk about family flavor. You know, it's the best food truck on planet Earth. Which one we at? The 6th? Is it on? Because we want y'all to eat good like how
I'm telling y'all.
Everybody eats, B.
Y'all gotta get there.
Everybody eats, B.
Y'all gotta have it.
I don't know. Am I on?
You are on.
I'm on.
I don't think the light is over there. But we could. You want to be shown?
No.
Okay, she said not shown tonight.
Let it just be the voice. Y'all come on down and check out Family Flavor Food Truck, bringing you that full flavor. We're going to be over at the Somerset Patriots Park in the parking lot right next to the train station. You can't miss us. Come on in. Check us out Wednesday, Thursday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get your lunch on. And on Fridays, 11 to 7. Come on, stop by. Get that lunch. Get that dinner. Family Flavor. We do it right.
Y'all hear that?
We gotta record that so we can play that back.
Yes, we do. So we need a straight drop.
That's a commercial.
We need a straight drop every week. Y'all head.
Just add that in.
Make sure y'all like, y'all share.
I'm trying to tell y'all, the wings, the burgers. I mean, they didn't miss yet.
At all.
And they not gonna miss.
At all.
Every time you see them, it's a line, so you better hurry up.
At all, man. Yo, that's one. Y'all Uber Eats or something? They might need that.
I'm waiting for that restaurant to open up.
Yo, word. That's something.
Go sit down and get greedy.
Soup, I might just have to show up at the crib. Like, y'all got it right here. You know what I'm saying? I might have to do that. Oh, man, we got some people on the check-in. Shout out to everybody on the check-in already. Peace to Shanae on the check-in. Peace to Uncle Mike on the check-in. Brick City's finest. We here. We are here. B. It's getting crazy out here, B. I'm like, how do we start?
There's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on, B.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I don't know where we should go with it, but I'm like, if we don't go here, cause I had a conversation with somebody and we were talking about voting.
Okay.
When I had this conversation, a very intelligent person.
Number one topic of discussion right now.
Number one topic.
It should be.
Please go out there and vote.
Vote.
Exercise your right, especially everybody. It's not just one race, one side. Yeah. Everybody, vote, go out there and vote. Vote for you feel is right.
And to the felons out there, I mean, don't think you can't vote. Go ahead and check it out before you just say, no, I'm a felon, I can't vote. They changed the laws. Go look at it.
Peace to Miss Russell on the check-in. Peace to Uncle Leak on the check-in. Man, exercise your right.
Yep.
Exercise your right. And some stuff just ain't right out here. Some stuff just ain't right. And like I said, I'm talking about voting. I'm honestly, it's a conversation I'm having with a lot of people, not just one person. I'm having this conversation with a lot of people, and these. I don't want to just single any side out.
Right. No.
So these people,
Mm-hmm.
people who I've been having conversation with, and having third conversations, hearing someone else talk about it, talking about not knowing who to vote for.
Yep.
Some people aren't registered to vote, and it's like, wow. Some are younger, some are our age range, and it's like, man, I'm happy that this conversation is being had, especially at a time right now. I always talk about the local vote, voting for your board of ed, voting for your mayors, voting for your senate, like all this stuff counts. Your judges.
I think that the local is probably is very important.
To me, the most important from where you're from.
I mean, that's your direct impact, probably more than anything.
Absolutely, and now we have a presidential election coming up every 4 years. We have that, and now we have this man right here. Yo.
Look at the Daily News.
Peace to Miggity Mac on the check-in, Khadijah on the check-in. Peace to all y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm trying to figure out. Y'all let us know if y'all watched that. I thought it was like a meme. It was a skit.
Yeah.
Last night when I got the little chopped and screwed versions. It was a clam meat and soup. Yo, it just might be.
It was disappointing.
Damn.
It was disappointing because it wasn't even about policies like you thought you would hear. They mentioned policies in between insulting people. And it was like, some people are on the fence with the Republican Party and vice versa. And they're like, okay, let me listen to this rally to see what they're actually talking about. And it was just a bunch of guys up there doing comedy jokes like they thought was funny about different races of people. And Trump should have just came out there and quite frankly said, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't really know they was going to come out like that. But he didn't do that. He didn't do that. I think if he would have done that, say, you know what, I didn't expect them to say what they were saying, and that doesn't really, I don't agree with it. But he didn't do it. He didn't do it. So if he wanted to save face, and if he wanted y'all to think a different way, then he showed you right then and there. He co-signed it.
Co-signed it,
That's
man.
it.
It's wild. It's wild, yo. Peace to welcome home Abdul Wayne Prey. He's home. Peace to Cuz. Peace to Langston on the check-in. Everybody on this live. Peace to all y'all. B, when I'm watching that last night, I'm like, yo. He said it's a dirty island or something like that.
It's a floating island of garbage.
Floating island of garbage.
That's Puerto Rico. And I said, wow.
Where's the humor?
If he said that out loud, that means they've been talking about that behind closed doors. You know how it go.
Puerto Rico was a part of the United States.
It definitely is. But, they're looking at it like it's a wasteland. That's basically what he called it. A wasteland full of garbage. Called the country of garbage.
Peace to all my baricuas out there. I like the way I played with that.
If they think Puerto Rico garbage, how do you think they feel about the rest of the...
What they call it? What did he say? I was eating watermelon with
with
my black friend.
Mm-hmm. He said a lot, bro. He said a lot.
Yo,
he said a lot. He talked about the Latinos a lot, and it wasn't just one guy. It wasn't Trump that actually said it.
It wasn't Trump.
For people might be thinking we talking. No, Trump didn't say it. He didn't have to. He
hired somebody.
They were speaking on his behalf. He chose those people. They didn't just walk up on stage. So if you're gonna co-sign somebody to walk up there, like if I say Jay, I want you to go up there and represent me. Whatever come out of Jay's mouth, I gotta co-sign that because I told him to go up there. I can't run up on stage and be like, nah, they ain't my friend. You can't do that.
We got a comedian on the line. We got Steph Jones. She's watching right now. Peace to Toya. Yo, it's all the way real.
But you can't reel it back. You can't.
Peace to Sage Young Blood. I'm like, how do you get that off?
He didn't really. He didn't get it off. He getting bashed.
No, he's getting back. I'm saying, how did you even get up there to even say it? Why did they approve you? I'm like, Trump, nothing in your brain is saying because you're saying is going to backfire. Puerto Ricans can vote.
They're citizens.
They can vote. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, that vote don't count.
They're Americans. They are
You think they're gonna?
Americans.
Oh man!
And that's the thing about what Sue said. Y'all didn't hear in the background. That's not going to sway some people from voting. Because at the end of the day, we had a discussion. People would choose money over self-security.
Yeah, you came with them stimmies. Your word is Trump coming with 3 stimmies. Your topping on Christmas and after Christmas. If y'all vote for him, they're going to vote.
The argument for people I know of color, of different races, they say vote for Trump because of the economy. And they're thinking just money, money, money. He's going to help me get money. Opposed to, what about the safety of your children and your future? Like we're choosing one over the other, and that's where we at. That's why people are on the fence. Like, okay, one side I might have to deal with being broke, and the other side I got money, and then one side I might feel safety in the world, and the other side not so much. So they're choosing safety and security between money, and that's what we're dealing with. That's exactly that's the line. You know, Biden and them left a nasty taste in a lot of people's mouths with this economy. Not saying he did it, but it's on his watch. It fell in his lap. And with the immigrants coming over, people got a problem with that. Trump saying he's going to stop them. We're not really hearing nothing from the other side. So, yeah, I know a lot of people that's of color don't like the immigrants coming over here. And they'll rather vote for Trump if he could stop them.
When did immigrants stop coming over here?
Yeah,
like when did
they've always been coming over here?
That's what I'm saying. When did it ever stop?
Yeah,
like,
but when you see buses and they talking about giving them debit cards and black people and other races, like, wait a minute, we been here. We ain't getting no debit cards.
What I gotta do? I gotta say, Coleman style. I can get one. Like,
they ain't setting us up.
I'll hop on that bus real quick.
We got homeless people here. How they got places to stay? How they come in with a place to stay, and we got homeless people sleeping outside of the immigrant shelters? I mean, I have to speak the real.
Nah, B, I'm with you.
So I mean, that this is what we're dealing with when people say they don't know who they're gonna vote for, because yeah, he's dangerous. The Republicans, they got rhetoric that's dangerous, but when people start talking about, man, I had a better life financially, groceries didn't cost me. I wasn't spending $600-700 a month on groceries back then. Like I said, people just look at face value. They're not digging into how the economy got to this way. They don't care. It's just what it is now. Don't care how it got there. It's here now.
That's real.
So this is the thing when we say, you know, we don't know who's going to win this election. And the same reason why Soup said people still going to vote for Trump at the end of the day. People are struggling. But like I said, it can be a dangerous time if we get back in.
That part.
I'm just that's
that part.
Hey, like I said, up to you to choose. I ain't telling nobody. I ain't even saying who I'm gonna vote for.
Trump.
I talk about both sides, and people get mad at me.
Trump freed the rappers.
Hey,
he freed the rappers.
Man,
Piece of Jarrell on checking.
It's a lot of stuff. Kamala, a lot of people say she ain't said nothing yet. They say she ain't asking no questions. Like, yeah, Trump's wilding out here, but she ain't saying nothing. This is what I'm hearing.
It sounds like battle rap.
This
Been
is
saying
what I'm
that
hearing.
before. It sounds like battle rap the way they going at each other.
Yeah, I mean, the ads is crazy though.
Ads is
We
super
talked about
crazy.
that
Yeah, we
last
talked about
time,
last
but
time.
It's not just the ads of the president. It's all of the
everybody
races. They're going hard on each other.
Yo, I'm driving. I'm driving all through Jersey, all these different parts of this is more expensive place to live in to compare to this. When I've seen the big Trump signs, I'm like, damn. And I'm in one neighborhood. I'm in Burnersville.
Yeah.
And when I'm out there and I see one sign is Trump, then I see next door is Kamala, and I'm like, damn, well, it's not all the same. It seems really split right now.
You think
confused.
You think it's dangerous or could be dangerous to put a representative in your yard?
Not from where I live. But, I mean, y'all gonna know where I'm going with my vote. If I put up Trump, somebody's ringing my doorbell.
No, what you said with the demographic makes it.
Yeah, the demographic. Like, so if I put up a Trump sign in my demographic, I think somebody will knock on the door. And I think the person will probably be white. Word up. I don't even think a black person.
Yeah.
I think a black person will be like, yo, he bugging.
Right.
Yo, they bugging. Word. I don't think they're going to really take the time to ring the doorbell. But I think a white person who's not going for Trump, excuse me, can I talk? That's just how I think. I could be wrong. Sometimes, that's from experiences. I could see a white person coming and questioning me about a Trump vote before a black person could.
I'm seeing a lot of people, like in my circle of people that I'm around on a daily basis, everybody's kind of being quiet. Nobody's saying,
a lot of people.
Nobody's saying nothing. Like, nobody's talking about who they're going to vote for. They might talk about something they seen in the news that maybe Trump said or maybe Kamala said, but nobody is really coming out and speaking, because I don't know. This election just reminds me of the Hillary Clinton election.
That was a wild one.
It reminds me that, she had the popular vote and still lost.
If Trump got Young Thug out,
oh man,
because we talk about
what if he get Dirk Bell?
Yep. Dirk.
Now we making jokes, but
yeah, I'm just saying.
Nah, yeah.
Yo, because
because people feel like that.
I always brought it up plenty of times on the show, and I always talk about the endorsement of Dr. King when JFK, when he was running,
right?
When Kennedy got Dr. King out, and when King gets out, y'all can go on YouTube, think I'm playing with it, and Dr. King endorsed JFK.
Definitely at his speech.
So at his speech, soon as he was, and he was like, I want to thank, was he a senator? What was he?
He was a senator.
I want to thank Senator Kennedy for getting me out of jail. I think he was on the chain gang. That right there made black people love JFK. None of y'all could debate that one. Google it first before y'all do, because none of y'all was saying, like, JFK, how much difference was he from a Trump as far as a background? You got a father who's a bootlegger.
Right.
You coming from a criminal background.
Yeah.
You got criminal people that's supporting you, but we loved him. He
was young. He was talking
smooth.
Right. He was talking what we wanted to hear.
All in the videos, dancing, doing all that.
His family was rumored to be hanging with movie stars and stuff.
Same thing Trump was doing.
No doubt. He just didn't go with he didn't use race card.
He didn't use but he used the race card in his favor. Like, let me get this powerful man of the black race,
right?
Who they have it's legal for them to vote. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna need that right there. I'm gonna need all them churches in Atlanta, Alabama.
He tapped into what the other party felt like they didn't need to do.
Yeah. And I said Jackie Robinson asked both parties, asked Nixon to do it, and he asked JFK. JFK turned him down the first time.
A lot of blacks were Republicans at that time.
They were. And I thank you for bringing that back up, B, because I said my grandfather was a politician. Mm-hmm. And I'm asking my grandmother, like, what about Nixon when he was in Plainfield? Do you remember that? Campaigning with Jackie Robinson. Mm-hmm. First black Major League Baseball player, for those that don't know, been on another planet. And I'm like, were you here, Nana? And she says, yes. And your grandfather was out there campaigning with them. Your grandfather was a Republican.
Right. It wasn't about race back then as far as what you chose. It wasn't until, I think, after the wars started happening, then when people started picking sides. I think especially after the Vietnam War is when it started changing of, okay, Democrats is for this and Republicans is for that. But I mean, from what I know about history, the lines weren't divided like that.
And what she told me, she said Republicans were the first party to give your grandfather a chance to be in politics, not Democrats. And my grandfather was the first black mayor in Plainfield. And I'm like, well, we grew up saying, well, Democrats right. Democrats good, Republicans bad if you're black.
Right.
That's how we were brainwashed to feel. And people have different reasons. My fault, B.
No, I'm just saying, no, the reason, like you said, you was about to go into it, the different reasons. And I think most of it was back to money. It was money. It was, the Republicans are rich people and rich business people, middle class maybe. And the Democrats were the hippies and the vets coming home from war and, people that was, black people in the ghettos. Like, they were promising to do things for them. So, of course, they went to the Democratic side because Democrats was promising to help them.
No doubt.
So that's what it came down to. And it really didn't change after that. Still the same thing now.
Still the same thing, man. So we ain't going to kill her right there, man. Man, speaking of hippies, because they thought they were hippies when they came out. Mm-hmm. Tribe Called Quest.
No doubt.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Glad to see it. Glad to see it. Definitely one of the first.
One of the first.
Yeah.
One of the most incredible groups of all time. Peace to brother Seth on the check. And we talk. Seth is a tribe lover.
Yes.
Definitely a tribe lover. And the fact that they made it to the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, is incredible. I love their music. Rest in peace, Phife Dawg.
Yep.
You know, I was looking at certain things that just struck my mind that Tribe did that was innovative and that was different. One on their first album came out, I think, in 90.
It did.
First album came out in 90. And when that album came out,
a couple of albums in 90.
Yeah,
that was one.
Yeah. And that was the album. I remember listening to it. We taking my cousin Candy on a college tour to see what colleges she wants to visit. We going up and down. Peace to my brother Vic on the check-in as well, Vic Webb. Vote for Vic. I'm going to say that. Like, if we talking about voting and everything, vote for Victor Webb. Vote for Hane. Vote for I'm going to say DJ Lamont Harris, Dr. Harris. Let's vote for them. That's where I'm going with it. Now, but going back to the Tribe Called Quest in the Hall of Fame, when they first dropped, they had 3 singles on that first album. And when they had, Left My Wallet and El Segundo, it was a cool, vibed out storytelling joint.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
But then I'm like, yo, they had, to me, arguably the biggest, from that point on, call and respond in hip hop. With Can I Kick It?
No doubt. That broke through for them.
Because when you got Can I Kick It, any MC, you got artists like Jay-Z who would do it when he did open mics. Because it's an automatic call and respond to the audience. Because everyone's going to say, yes, you can.
Right.
I'm like, yo.
Yeah, that was a chant. We had chants before that, but that was like that was a new one.
A fly one.
Yeah.
A real smooth one. It was like, we're not saying the roof is on fire or,
that was
the holes in, there's holes in the house. Like, that just cannot kick it. You can say that to so many people from our era. Try that work. Everybody who's checking, you say, yes, Webb, White, and Harris, peace to them. Video was innovative and dope, too. Yes, it was. Now, thank you. I got Brother Steph on the check-in.
Kicking the word it.
It.
Yeah, the word it was there, and they were kicking it.
Kicking it. You're right. You're right. So I was like, man, that was dope. And we got Seth loves Tribe, and just like we both do.
No, I didn't even know. I'll just say this real quick. I didn't even know where El Segundo was until that song came out. I had to look it up.
Did you know where they got it from?
I said, wow, it's in Texas.
They got it from, he said he got El Segundo from whatchamacallit, Sanford and Son.
Okay.
He said every time Fred G. Sanford would be like, man, I'm a kick his butt all the way to El Segundo. Everything he would refer was to El Segundo. So then he said, like, let's do a song, El Segundo.
And that video was weird.
Funny.
Crazy. Yeah.
Funny. But they had the one video that went through the roof. We had LL. Shout out to everybody, Queens. Queens, I guess they were the ones that had them love raps. Some of the illest, because I Need Love came out, was like really one of the first dedicated to a love rap.
That's what I could think of, yep.
When Bonita Applebum came out,
beat was dope.
The beat was dope. The way he rhymed. He didn't have like a continuous pattern. He was in the pockets.
Right.
Hey, Bonita, glad to meet you. And the joint, the beat just all right. Yeah. He said, I must have seen you. Being with you is a top priority. And the beat just,
pause for
you know what I mean? Ain't no need to question the authority. I'm not saying he was talking about soup. I'm not saying.
He let the beat ride, though. That's the thing. That beat was crazy.
We got Keisha. We got, Houdini One Love. Yo, absolutely. And they were dope too, Seth. Absolutely. But something about that Bonita Applebum. Now, Keisha, you got right where I was going. 38, 24, 37. Yeah. Now, I think those were Soup's measurements at the time.
I'm not going to mess with that.
I think this is Soup's silhouette. If y'all want to know why Tribe kept that silhouette of a woman, it was because of Soup. We not going to talk about all the stories, her, Moni Love, Jungle Brothers, Chris, like, we not going to go into all that. It was a beef going on. With the whole Violator Camp, with the what was it? The Native Tongues camp.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted soup. It got real heated. We ain't gonna get into all of that. Yo, but they were one of the first to really embrace the big butt, the curvaceous women in such a fly way.
Was it them?
Was it before big old butt? I think it was before Walk Like a Panther.
Nah, you might be right.
The way they did it was so fly. It was like,
might be right.
you and me, girl, be a match made in heaven. Yes, it was smooth and groovy. Yes, indeed.
Yes, it was smooth and groovy.
It was, and I'm like, man, yo,
their beats were different. I mean,
was different.
I gotta say this though. I do believe that we got prepared for them by De La Soul.
Yes, indeed.
Because De La Soul was the first group that we saw that was definitely hippies.
Yes.
And they took a lot of scrutiny.
They did.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, "What is this? This is a joke."
Peace to my brother Ray Lancey. He was talking about it on his show every Thursday night. Check his live. And one thing we talked about it on his show, he was like, Tiff's voice was perfect on Beneath. Yes, it was. Like, he was so in pocket. So in pocket. Native Tongues, absolutely, Keith. You got the hippies with them, with De La.
Yep.
You had the Afrocentric with Jungle Brothers.
Yep.
And what Tribe did, they had both, and they still had the streetwear. They still rocked the jerseys with Fife. And they still kept it. I remember one time you said one of the most important college shirts to have on was the Georgetown tee sweatshirt. Yeah. Georgetown paraphernalia meant a lot. And I'm watching, I don't know if it was the Benita video or another one, when Q-Tip had on the Georgetown sweatshirt.
Right.
I'm like, yo, that's what be talking about. Like, it was a staple in black wear.
Yep, that was a big one. The whole Big East college.
Yes.
St. John's, Villanova, Syracuse, Providence, all that area. That whole area, we was wearing all this shit. But yeah, Georgetown, I think because of the coach.
The black coach, yes.
Right.
With John Thompson, rest in peace. Yes, it was something different.
Yeah, it was different.
It was something different. Another thing that I peeped with Tribe, that I think that was innovative that nobody else had done at this point. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've seen a little bit with Salt and Pepper, but they didn't go all the way there. Another Queens artist, they had a double single video. When they came out with Jazz and Bugging Out, they had two singles on one video.
Yeah, they cut it.
They cut it. And it was like, yo, check this out. And when he came with that, and they stopped it after they were done. I think that was produced by Pete Rock. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
The Jazz. But when they came with, yo, microphone check 1, 2, what is? Fife, I think that verse, and when that song came out, it established Fife in a whole different light.
I always liked him. I at first, because it took me a while to like Q-Tip's voice. I ain't going to lie. I thought it was sounding kind of crazy, a lot of nasal in it. So it was kind of weird, but it was flowing. I probably related to Fife first.
It was Q-Tip with that John, y'all. My fault.
And then the fact with him, being 5-footer, I was a little guy.
No doubt.
It was like, yeah, that's the dude. I like him.
I feel you. I feel you on that.
But that's what it was. I mean, but the group in general was just they were different. Just the way they dressed. They wasn't as hippie as De La Soul.
Yeah.
They were more of the backpackers.
They were.
And that's when I started to look at it, even though when they came out the same year, Brand Nubian was out.
That and they were another part of Native Tongues.
Right.
Some people don't count them. They were beat nuts. A few of them.
Grand
Black
Poobah's
Sheep
dress style was changed my life.
Yeah.
When I seen Grand Poobah's attire, I'm like, I'm dressing like that from
Super
now
smooth.
on. I'm wearing fitteds. I'm wearing Jabos. I'm wearing Tommy Hilfigers. I'm rocking New Balances. That's what I rocked.
That's when you didn't have to dress like the drug
With a
dealer.
book bag on. I need my East Pack.
The first that's real B, because the rappers that we like before, the LLs, the
Chunk Jewelry,
the Rakims, they had the truck jewelry, and even KRS-One, BDP, like they had that.
Everybody did it. It was dope. I mean,
it was dope, but we couldn't afford Dapper Dan.
No, not the real ones.
Nah.
Get the hollow joints from the flea market.
We can get our best patched up flea market feli shirt, Gucci Nautica shirt, but we couldn't afford. One, we barely could afford the real,
But they was getting,
let alone the custom.
they was getting Dapper Dan shit.
Yeah, that's what they was getting. All that Dapper Dan. We couldn't afford that.
No,
We could
Christmas.
not.
I got a jacket. You probably had one, I'm sure.
I had not a starter. I had my little starter jacket.
We went down to the last Street.
Yeah, I could get the Dapper Dans. I had my little starter, my little triple fat. That's the most I had, man. I wish I did.
Yeah, like you said, we couldn't afford their dress code.
Nah,
But
we couldn't.
we tried to mimic it.
We did.
You know, with the Kango. I had a Kango. You know what I mean? We tried to mimic it. The sneakers, we wore shell toes and Pumas. But they, in the end, no, we couldn't do it.
Nah, we couldn't. You know, I was watching the speech before we get off. It was like, I love that Dave Chappelle. Oh, incredible! Dave Chappelle did the opening speech. I don't know if they say enshrinement, whatever that's called.
He introduced him.
Yeah, he introduced him, and when he did that, he said, "I was out the game for 12 years in the dirt, not on TV, nobody messing with me." And then Tribe dropped their last album, and Q-Tip called me to come on Saturday Night Live.
Ah, yeah, I remember.
And introduce them in their new song. And he was like, "Thank you, Q-Tip, for bringing me out the mud." Pretty much, I'm paraphrasing, at that time. So I'm like, man.
But now to be clear, that's after he left his own show.
After he left his
went
own
on
show.
a hiatus.
For 12 years.
And everybody thought that he went crazy.
Crazy. Like, I ain't crazy. You know, I'm
Yeah,
just
he
not.
left $40 million on the table. And
Yes.
That was unheard of.
Yes. So he came out, and they're the ones that bought him out. So he definitely thanked him. Fife Pops gave Crazy Love. He was a funny guy. You know, y'all check that out on YouTube.
Before we go, what was your favorite Tribe Called Quest song?
Electric Relaxation.
Yeah, that beat.
My favorite.
Dope.
My favorite.
It's a lot, man. I think I had to dig deep. That's top 3. I'm gonna have to go with Check the Rhyme.
Check the Rhyme was, it was dope. Like, they got so many dope joints.
Just that beat, that bass line.
Scenario just.
Well, the Scenario just a classic.
That's just through the roof classic.
That's a classic, yeah.
That took the posse cut to a different level.
Yeah, we started seeing more stuff from other people after that one.
Yeah, it was Busta Rhymes' career took off more. After that, it put him in a position.
He was basically this third person in that group. 'Cause I think Charlie Brown was the front runner.
Yes, it was, sir.
Charlie Brown was the front runner of that group.
He was, yes. He said that last Tribe album was dope. Peace to Peyton on the check-in. Yeah, absolutely was, Seth. Man, yeah, look, if y'all got those Spotifys and all that stuff, I suggest y'all check out every last one of those Tribe albums. Love Movement, it's not the same, but you're going to get those bonus joints that you didn't hear from the Scenario remix. Hot Sex on a Platter. You're going to hear them joints. Like, they had, Tribe was definitely a movement. Tribe.
Peace to Mary J. Congratulations.
Oh, peace to Mary J. I didn't even see hers, but yo.
Cool in the Gang.
Yes. Peace to Rachel was out there. The remix of Scenario was real crazy. Yes. I saw them. Thank you, Seth. I saw them perform that live, and everybody was alive. At this point at the Prudential Center. It was Busta Rhymes and Hot for the Holidays.
Okay.
And they did Scenario remix. One of the best concerts I've been to in my life. And they all LONS, Tribe, all of them was there. So I'm like, man, that was a special time. I hope somebody would have it on YouTube and show it, because that was a real special show. A real special show. Like I said, Tribe, when they describe this right here, B. I'm sorry, Soup. I know you on the other side.
But you seen the video they actually had the girl in.
Yeah, they had the girl in.
Yeah.
Because I ain't going to say the problem. Because Soup was you 18 at the time, Soup? She might have been 18. 17, 18. I heard she didn't get permission to be in the video. Pops was bugging, Moms was bugging. So then they had to use the other one. I'm sorry I'm spilling all your business, Soup, but
this was the Low End Theory album.
Yeah, no, this is still on the first one.
This is the first
This
one?
is still the first album.
Okay.
It's still the first album when Benita Apple bomb dropped.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was Midnight Marauders.
Nah, this was still that album. Even man, it's just so much we can go with. Even I was saying with the Midnight Marauders album, the way they had everybody on that album cover.
The album's dope.
Like, people don't share their spotlight. they shared the
Yeah,
spotlight.
they had everybody. The
Everybody.
whole native tongue and more.
And so many, everybody, if you were somebody in the industry, you were on that album, and they did.
Even though they were down with Queen Latifah, they didn't like Naughty by Nature.
They ain't like Naughty.
Nah, they made that song. I think Pastor P's had something to do with them. De La Soul made, and they, because
Tretch did. I know Tretch and them had a beef with Naughty. I know at one point.
No, Tretch is Naughty.
I mean, not Naughty. De La had a problem. You're right.
So they were all friends. So,
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, come to Jersey, you might get dealt with.
Because he wasn't. They wasn't part of Native Tongue.
Mm-mm.
They was
Flavor Unit.
They were Flavor Unit.
They was definitely Flavor Unit. Things got different.
Yeah.
Things got different. Yo, is Trump going to free him?
Free that.
Free Dirk.
Nah, he's in the feds.
He's in the feds. He can't do nothing.
Nah, he can, but he can't because he ain't got power right now.
Oh man,
he ain't got power.
This is crazy.
If anybody didn't know, murder for hire is big time.
Ooh, y'all,
big time. And I just found out today that he got hit with a wiretap. I didn't know that. I thought this was like they were just investigating and putting two and two together, looking at money trails and stuff, but somebody was like, no, one of his friends got flipped, and when he came home, everything was on wiretap. He's done deal.
It's a wrap. It's hard for me to, and when people put on dirt, I'm around a lot of younger kids, from family members to coaching and all that, and sometimes we get stuck in our era, and don't really know these new artists. And people like, I'm like, who y'all listen to? Like Dirk. For a while, I didn't know Dirk until I listened. Like, Dirk is hard. Dirk got joints.
It took me a while, but I like it.
Dirk got joints, and I'm like, dang. Right. I started seeing more on TV and making cameos. Was he in Power?
Yes.
He was in the last.
I didn't really hear about him until I ain't gonna lie. I didn't hear about him until Vaughn died. King Vaughn died. Then that's when I heard about the Dirk. I'm like, okay, maybe I've been hearing him all this time. I just didn't know who he was.
Yeah, I want to say Dirk was like in the last 2 episodes of Ghost.
Definitely was.
Yeah, I'm like, man, and now
he was a cousin.
And
I heard he was turning. He was doing stuff for the community. He said he was changing his life. And stuff like that. But sometimes it's the past will hunt you down.
It will. It's funny. Seth says, "Yo, who's Dirk?" And I felt exactly, Seth, at one point, who is Dirk?
Right.
But he has some dope music and is making an impact, and he was keeping the culture going with their music. But, man, now they want the lookalike to be him.
And I remember.
And I didn't even know he had a lookalike. But I guess we all have lookalikes.
He ran into that. He met that guy at a mall.
And
because after hearing about him so much, he was like, yeah. And people were like, yo, it's dangerous to look like him. Like, you look like him too much to the point where this man is wanted. He's the wanted man in these streets, and you looking just like him. Like, you even took his style of how he dressed on purpose. And he kind of made him famous. He had his 50 minutes of fame, but people were like, do you really want to look like him?
I remember they had the Nelly. My man Deshaun, peace to day. I ain't seen him in years. He was the Nelly lookalike. Used to be on 106. Real cool dude. Real cool brother. Hope he's well wherever he is right now. But right now we at a time we trying to look like everything because it's Halloween time. We got these costumes going, and I see this everywhere. I love this costume because the number one drink of choice amongst our community. He said, "Nah, Cypher, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes." Yes, he did. And that's what Dirk did. But right now, man, we having fun. Let's have some fun this week. I hope y'all had fun last week, and all those people who had hit up Halloween parties. Yo, man, dressing up is cool. Having a fun time is cool. This Don Julio costume, I thought, this was very original for this time, and I thought this was a cool one. Others that for this time that's original. You want to read that one, B?
It's the man who a Diddy-inspired Halloween costume, the Diddler, with baby oil on that.
With baby oil on too.
The Diddler. Look how he dressed, looking crazy.
Take that. He got to take that on his back.
On the back. Johnson's.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
I wonder if they went up in sales.
Baby oil?
The Johnson & Johnson baby oil.
I don't think they probably went up in sales unless people using them for props. Because
Might be.
It's just expensive. I don't know anybody.
B says expensive.
I don't know anybody that use baby oil outside. I mean,
we more of a cocoa butter.
Outside of babies. I really don't know people still using baby oil.
It might help out with the massages, y'all. Y'all better be giving y'all ladies a good massage, man.
I think baby oil is like skin so soft, people don't use it as much.
Yo, he got the baby oil strapped on his waist.
I'm pretty sure he got a lot of looks and laughs.
Yo, he had to.
Sure of it.
He had to.
Sure, because you could tell he custom made that joint.
Absolutely.
Looked like Blank Man, but yeah.
Yo, he said he went up in sales. Now another person who I always follow up for a laugh, and been on the show before. My man, Baby Spades. He hit him with it again.
He said he was saying he didn't know what he was gonna do this year.
Hit it.
He said he didn't know.
He came again. Yeah, and nailed it.
He never misses.
He never misses. Peace to Spades. Peace to real good dude, real good brother, and super creative and funny. And he does not mind. Talented brother. Incredible MC. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to this Halloween, he's always in the spirit of things. That's why I'm like, it's so many people that just want to be just mean. Out here. Yo, there's just some mean people out here, P.
People happy to be mad.
Yo, I like that one. Happy to be mad. And Rel is a guy like, man, he just enjoys life. Everyone goes through real situations, and he's like, yo, I'm going to have fun this holiday for Halloween. And I'm sure he's not done.
Nah.
I know he's coming with even more, but he nailed it.
He usually hit you at least 2 or 3.
Yeah, he nailed it with this one right here. So peace to him. You know, B, I know this is your favorite time of the year when you get to see the ladies look like this.
Freddy
Krueger. The Freddy Kruegers.
You know, one of my favorite outfits I've been seeing for women as far as costumes is that Betty, what's her name? Not Betty Boo. That's another one.
Betty Rubble?
Yeah, that's it.
Betty Rubble. Oh, because it got the skirt.
It's something about that Betty Rubble. They doing it. They doing it with the Betty Rubble.
They got that skirt.
I seen the Betty Rubble. I seen the Thelma.
Thelma from Good Time?
No, Thelma from
Scooby Doo. Oh, from Scooby. Oh, yes, I haven't seen it. Velma is classic. Yes, it did.
Yeah. Yo, like I'm like, man, how they turn that into something, man?
Yo,
then I seen the last one I saw was I think the Jetsons' mom.
Oh, they had her?
Somebody had her, Jetson's mom.
Man, fellas, would y'all let your lady go out like this? Are y'all attracted to this?
Sir. It looked like it's painted on the one on the
top left. It looked like someone just they ran out of paint. Like, let me just wipe it right here. Got bloody booty. I'll feel you. Got the cop. Yeah, some things is good to watch. Can y'all handle that in person? Can y'all? I don't know.
As long as you don't touch the ladies, guys.
Yeah,
and ladies.
Seth said absolutely not. Yo,
can't be touching people.
Yo, you just said, man, the Jetsons be and it's crazy because I'm watching all this stuff that these internet streets of information, and too much stuff is changing. Like a spacey sprocket. Like it's like, yo, what's really? Say, not if you're a woman, I feel you. Now, Seth, I know you love women. B, I know you love women. I love women. Like this is my personal attraction. If y'all like something else, this is what y'all like. It's cool. Nothing wrong with that. But this is where I'm having confusion. I'm having a lot of confusion because it's too many options out here of what you should like and what you should love that are not human. All of a sudden I'm looking at Half a Mil My page and it has something saying by 2025 women are going to have more sex with robots. And I'm like, yeah, Soup said that's crazy. Yo, Soup, I feel you. It's crazy to me too. And because they said with vibrators,
doesn't sound so crazy to me.
Yo, so they say women are having more relationships because of sex toys, pleasure toys. Yeah. So now it's like, well, I might not need a human. I might not need that pulse. I might not need that affection.
Now, let me ask you. I mean, for the women that always talking about they using sex toys and they haven't had sex with a man in whatever years or whatever, what's the difference between that and a robot? You're using mechanical tools. You're not having any real interaction. So what would be the difference between a robot and what they're doing now?
Not too much. But now, this is where it gets tricky. Now speaking of the robots, for the guys as well, B, they said China introduced.
Yeah, guys got the dolls already. So
they already got the dolls.
Yeah, they waiting on the robots for sure.
Say the world is Hollywood, absolutely. So it said China introduced the first female human-like robot, and she is thicker than a Snicker.
It's weird. That's weird.
I'm used to this type of thick.
And it's crazy because they're gonna put.
Now they want this type.
They're gonna put fake skin on it. Mm-hmm. They're gonna put fake skin. It's not gonna look like that. They're gonna put fake skin on it. It's gonna look like a woman.
And it's like, well, damn.
And they're gonna pay the people that got whatever money to pay for it. They're gonna pay for it.
I'm like, this is what we doing now?
Yeah, it's been coming.
You're gonna program to maybe have a voice that you want to hear?
Yes.
They gonna say yes, Zaddy, like you like to hear.
Oh Lord.
They gonna say you the man.
Just like
pick a language.
Like the dolls now, they say, tell me what you want the doll to look like, and the guy comes up with his diagram with exactly what kind of woman he wants, and he takes those with the thousands of dollars for those rubber dolls to go home. You know they're gonna pay for the robot.
It could program to do what you want.
Know
you want that robot to have an ocean. It's gonna have an ocean. You want that robot to be quiet. You want that robot to speak whatever language you want. You could program that robot. And you know it's Terminator Skynet is here, my friends. Absolutely, Seth. So I'm like,
it's here.
You know, it's funny when I text people, if I press the wrong button, someone can ask me a question.
Mm-hmm.
B, you can be like, yo, what's good for the night?
Right.
I'm having 5 responses automatically pop up
AI
on my phone. So if I press the wrong thing, it's gonna say nothing. I don't know.
Right.
Chilling. All that stuff will pop up.
These are pre-programmed.
Pre-programmed.
You didn't even type it. You didn't even set
it up.
Didn't
type it yet. So I'm like, damn, if they could do that with just my text, your text or whatever, well, what can they do with these?
How about when you send somebody a text and like, yeah, I'm gonna come through tomorrow, and then it says, do you want to set up an appointment time? Like what? What?
Oh, yo, Jay,
I text my homie. I'll check you tomorrow. Now it's asking me, do I want to set up the timer?
Like, yo, what's going on?
Mind your business.
Oh, your phone is asking you that?
Yeah, my phone is asking me, do I want to set up a time?
Concern.
Message. Do you want to set this a time? Like basically, since I typed, we're gonna get up tomorrow. Now it's asking me do I want to program a certain time as a reminder?
Yo,
no.
It's
Why
crazy.
are you in my conversation? AI.
It's crazy out here.
That's where we at.
It's crazy out here. Some of y'all don't like going through the arguments. Some of y'all don't like the disagreements. Yo, that comes with 38, 24, 37. That's what comes with it. You look, you're going to have to buy a meal or two. You're not going to have to buy no meals. When you get this, just got to plug her up. Yep. Give her a little charge, a little boost.
Shut her down. You feel like it.
Treat her right.
Leave her home.
Let her reboot. All that stuff. Maybe. Oh,
man.
They said this is the way the world is going now, B.
Going in a fast pace, too.
Damn.
We've seen it. I think we've always known it was coming to this. We've had enough movies trying to tell us.
They did. That's what Seth was saying with Terminator and Skynet.
We've had enough movies, trying to tell us that all the stuff they're doing, even with the brain waves, we Total Recall, putting you to sleep and you live in a fantasy world in your brain.
Man, undeveloped human beings are opting out of human interaction. They are. Mm-hmm. They are. And
robots are coming. And
it's getting crazy on a worse note. And do I have this one up here? Mm-hmm.
That's why the ports up here shut down, because they don't want them robots coming, but they can't stop it.
It's getting so bad. It was a young man who, first of all, before I even get to that, I like this. Peace on my brothers with the beards out there. And it says, when she starts touching your beard and ears for no reason, just know she's in love. I like when you rub my beard. I like when you touch my ears. It feels good. I like that interaction. I don't know if these robot hands could do the same. It doesn't seem like it's gonna have the same smoothness. I don't know. I'm like I can't imagine, and I don't want to imagine.
No, I don't think we'll be around to see the finished products. We're just gonna get the betas and the ones that's still walking like robots before you know it, you're gonna have to figure out who's real and who's not.
Man,
That's gonna be our kids.
So now speaking of the kids, B, it was a 14-year-old who recently, I don't know if you could say the word, they took themselves. And this young man, his name was Peace, my boy Will, who sent this to me. I thought he was coming through. Well, I thought you was coming through, man. So he said, so I want to say the name right. He was Sewell Setzer. He said, ain't nothing like the human touch. Now we gonna see, ain't nothing like a human touch. Seth. So this young man's 14 years old. Mm-hmm. He was in love with an AI character in a chat room. Mm. And in this chat room, the AI character, it was a Game of Thrones themed character. Mm. And he was having trouble in school because he wanted to be home more. He was getting kicked out. He quit the basketball team, JV. He was not asking, but doing things to get kicked out of school. So he would have to be forced to go home so he can spend his time on his phone to be with this character of AI character. Knowing it's an AI character. It's not like it's a catfish. You don't think it's that. No, the guy the young man knew it was a AI character and was in love with this AI character. The mom takes the phone from him, gets on punishment, take away your phone. He gets the phone back, goes in the bathroom, and he says, and this is the quote that was in the chat, because right now the mother is suing in pursuit of suing this chat line because she's saying that if it wasn't for this, my son would have not committed suicide. So she's saying, that's a stretch, but it is a stretch. But so it says he wrote in his journal he could not stop thinking about whatever her name is. I'm gonna say Dana, and the Game of Thrones themed character. It said, I can't go a single day without her, and when we're not together, they go crazy. And this what she's saying. He's saying to her, he said, I will come home to you, I promise. This what he says to her. And then the response is, please come home to me, my love. Okay. Then right after that, boom.
But that's
takes himself.
Yeah, I don't know if she's going to be able to get any money or thing for that. That sounds like a kid that had mental issues. If you obsessed over that, you would be obsessed over anything.
No doubt.
It could have been a real woman. A real girl that he would have obsessed with, and it could have been a situation with her even worse. So I don't think him obsessing over AI or whatever situation would be any different. That just seems to be somebody that was impulsive.
It's sad. It's a super sad situation of that's how it went down. I agree with you, B.
Yeah, I don't think they can use that as an excuse for him killing himself.
Seth said she's reaching, looking for a scapegoat.
Right. No, I don't think she can get that off.
I hope.
No, you can't.
It's just so wild.
Well, how are we going to end it? Okay, I told my son he can't play PlayStation. Now he's gonna kill himself. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like you can't use that. That's not gonna. The lawyer's gonna tear that shit apart.
It's just so hard. And saddening the way people do for love and relationships.
Well, she wants to blame the computer.
Blame
maybe
that.
You should have incorporated him. I hate to blame anybody, but
no doubt.
Maybe you should have tried to incorporate him into real life.
But he was in school. He was playing it, and he chose to get out, according to her.
So what was missing in his real life to where he had to go to a computer?
Love. That was unconditional.
There you go. So it was missing.
He wanted that unconditional. Missing. You know, maybe he was JV. Maybe the girl he had a crush on, like the guy on Varsity. I don't know. So maybe this AI character was saying everything right, stroking his ego to a point where he's like, "Yo, I love this."
Sound like a human.
Yes, it's and it sounds like I'm talking to a human. But it ain't a human.
Right. But humans can do the same thing that computer can.
Yeah, man, come on.
Like I said, as far as her blaming the computer, I don't think she's going to get that off.
Peace to my brother Tyrone Ross on the check-in, man.
It's sad either way.
It is sad either way. You know, before we end up, I got to talk about some real love that is really loving. and some of the most loving I have seen and heard in a long time, and it's out in the open. B, we gotta give a round of applause for Neo. Ty, what's good, baby?
Yo, people are very upset with Neo, man. They really are. They tell all them love songs and stuff. In all the songs, they fell in love with him talking about women, and, his love of his life, and to find out that he has 2 wives or 2 girlfriends, people just don't seem to be able to come to grips with it.
I'm absolutely, B. I'm listening to him on the radio yesterday, and he was on, I think, Sway in the Morning, and he was talking about that Miss Independent song. And he said, I grew up with, he said, some people think I'm talking about a woman, just one woman, like it's a woman I was dealing with. He said, I'm thinking about, I lived with 5 women in the house. He said, my mom and her 4 sisters. So I had 5 women that I grew up with until I was 16.
Okay.
And he said, with that experience, I got to know women. I seen women that could do everything, change a tire, that could fix this and fix that and pay for this and pay for that. He's like, so that was dedicated to the women that I grew up with.
Okay.
Also, he said, I don't just want a woman that my money can just pay for whatever they want. I think he changed his mind.
You think so?
I think he changed his mind. Or maybe he just likes having sex with multiple women in that type of freedom.
Well, I mean, we're assuming that these women don't have money.
I'm assuming that.
Okay, I guess that's
but they could
reasonable assumption.
They could be some OnlyFans favorites. I don't know.
What people are automatically going to think is women that have money wouldn't deal with this. Right? That's the perception we think. Right?
Great point, B.
We think because women that have money, they wouldn't accept this. And you're wrong.
Very much so.
Because women with money accept a lot of things you think they wouldn't accept.
Very much so.
We got to get out of a different mind state. These women might go off and deal with any man. They both beautiful. So they don't necessarily probably need him. They look like they could find another dude, a millionaire. They're in that circle now.
They in the circle. They might be enjoying it. Seth said they need to stop idolizing these entertainers. Yep. I feel you on that.
That's my point. Who says that he might be the lucky guy?
He might.
not them. They might have chose him.
That's how it usually goes down.
Hey,
she chose me.
Well, let's not get into that.
Shout out to everybody with the bald heads out there. Bald head brother getting it in. Yo, it looked like he's enjoying life. Why can't Neo enjoy life with his 4 women?
He's not the only man out here with 2 women.
He's not.
You got. I mean, as far as outright saying it, and they're cool with it. I think Luke had it for years.
Don't stop. Get it.
A wife and a girlfriend for years. What's my man D. Ray Davis?
Yes.
He had the same thing for years. I mean, the list goes on and on if you really want to think about it, but people don't talk about it.
What is wrong with him doing that? I want y'all to think.
If he's not married, right?
He's not married. He was married before.
Well, he was, but see, I don't understand.
He's not married now. Maybe he wanted that lifestyle with the married one, and they chose not to. And he's happily ever after. He looks like this is his happily ever after.
We say we don't mind. We mind our business, but we don't.
We don't. We all in the shade room. This is the shade room. This TSR.
Yeah,
That's where I got this from. And I'm watching it when I'm just swiping up. Y'all know y'all be thumb swiping a whole lot.
And it's the people that say, "Oh, it could never be me."
I'm
gonna tell you right now, women probably think most men want that. You're wrong. That's work. That's work.
It is work. Seth said nothing is wrong with it at all. It's consenting adults. Mm-hmm. So everybody who's watching the show, and y'all better be watching, y'all better send it to a friend, share it on your page, the YouTube page too, because this is another way to look at now. I'm gonna tell you, this is a costly lifestyle.
Man, listen.
It's a costly lifestyle.
Listen.
That's a lot of chicken wings. That's a lot of family flavor that you going. How many jerk burgers they ordering?
2 apiece at least.
Damn! He got money. Yo, y'all better get y'all a Neo. Get 2 apiece. Y'all ain't even get the daggone cheesecake yet. I'm just trying to say. This is what they don't. It gets real out here if you want to live that lifestyle. This right here could cost a pretty penny if you want all them trick-or-treating with you. It can get real. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but
there's a lot of people out there that's, got money, and hey, that comes with your lifestyle options.
Do y'all want this or y'all want a robot? Which one y'all want? The world ain't just
George
and Wheezy, y'all.
So y'all rather him be cheating?
That But can he cheat with one of them, or is he gonna cheat with them? Which one y'all getting mad at?
Yes.
What y'all getting mad at?
I wonder if they really think that's cheating.
Do they?
If you get with a robot, is that cheating?
What is that robot doing that I ain't doing?
Is that cheating? Because that's the case, and the men should be jealous of these sex toys.
Rose, can I call you Rose?
Yeah, they should be pissed off about that damn Rose.
Yo, it's getting different.
What they go back in the day with the Beaver 2000, whatever.
The Beaver 2000. Y'all know about it. It's some women that's on the check-in. They don't want to talk about they Beaver 2000, they Beaver reliever, whatever it was.
The bullets.
Y'all know. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Y'all know they had the erotica, exotica.
Women talk.
This past weekend, a lot of y'all was there.
They had it
in Edison. Yes, a lot of y'all was there
at the what's that, the convention center.
Yes.
It's once a year, right?
Yep, it's once a year in Jersey. Yes, they travel the whole country. Y'all know. Look, man, y'all, like I said last time, y'all drop your favorite porn site that y'all like watching on. Nobody's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Just like nobody's gonna buy the robot. Just like nobody's watching them. Nobody is doing none of this stuff.
No.
Y'all know. Y'all got some fetishes out there. OnlyFans.
Everybody's
is
good
real.
and wholesome people out here.
Good and wholesome. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to my barber. Shout out to my stylist. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in and checked in. Thank y'all. We're going to be back next week. We Beards and Baldheads. Y'all have a happy Halloween.